the Zoom conference world.
What's that?
Like, it's just all over the place all the time.
Tell me about it.
Okay, I was okay. I think we're back recording. John, are you gonna make it?
Oh,
Yes.
Jonna.
I have,
All right.
I have post-nasal drip, so I'm dying.
Allergies.
All right. Got to be careful with the cough. Oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Did you just give me your
I'm
allergies?
drinking so much water. I don't even like water.
Okay.
Water is good for you.
I had a friend who would call it poor juice.
But everyone can drink it, so I don't understand.
Is Patches coming back? Do we know, KJ?
I don't think so.
Well,
if he does,
it says in the corner that we're recording.
We're recording now because I took over as host. So if you're new to our show, you should know that we have lots of problems.
Yes.
And that is emotionally, intellectually, and always technically, we have lots of problems. So
I would agree.
True.
so Patch's surface, he said overheated. I don't. You know why? Because he shut the air conditioner.
He spilled
off.
his drink again.
Oh my
Cut the
God.
air conditioner off.
In the house?
I don't know. He just hollered out, "It's not recording. It's not working. It's overheated," and that's the last I heard from him. So I don't know. I would assume he's outside contemplating life and how nothing ever works out when we try to do the show.
Understandable.
At some point, he may pop back.
I
in
always have to after recording with you guys.
Cheers to that.
So
You just need a moment
first,
of quiet reflection.
Let's do a cheers, everybody! Cheers! Cheers!
Pinkies
to-
up, bitches.
Yeah.
Up.
How about thumbs up?
Oh, Alana has
No,
no
you got to
drink.
do your pinky.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers.
Alana,
Clink, clink, clink.
you've got the invisible drink. I love it.
I do.
We should high five for Alana. I feel like we should just high five.
High five.
High five.
High five.
Alana.
High five.
Five. All right.
Oh,
all right.
look.
Yeah.
Wait, we can do the clapping reactions. There it is. There we go. That's right, Katie.
Oh, I forget how to do
Reactions
this.
are
Oh,
new.
reactions.
There's the little
I gotta get
reaction
my
thing.
use out of it. Yeah.
There we go.
I feel like they need more options than clapping and
They
thumbs
do.
up.
Right. Where's my thumbs down?
Yeah, there's a wide range of emotions
Are
that
you
we're not
flipping
be
the
able to-
bird?
Right.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Or
a
when
good
a-
one.
It's an emoji.
I mean, who came up with that? They're like, you know what, you guys, this is going to be great. We're going to put reactions on Zoom. We're going to give them clap and
Alana.
thumbs up. Right?
That's our podcast. That dumpster fire situation happening behind you.
They're just trying to promote positivity, people.
Everything's okay.
There's not even a smiley face or like a cat smiley face. Come on.
That's because they can see your face.
KJ's just pissed
I
there's no
can also
cat.
see my
Yeah.
hand.
There's no
KJ's
cat.
also back.
Oh, look, that's beautiful. So it does look like Patches is rejoining us. I don't
KJ
know.
and KJ are connecting.
I wish he'd just get his own.
Theory.
He
Different.
needs to get his own
Different.
Zoom account so that it's not always, because sometimes I'll be doing something. It's like someone else logged in as you, and it knocks me out. I'm like, dude, like, just
Why
like
doesn't
You're in
he
the
just
middle
get
of
his
like some
own?
really
Why doesn't he
important
just get his own?
shit, and yeah.
Aren't they free?
yeah, they're
Yes.
they're free except for mine. I'm paying whatever it takes to record our long rambling episodes.
Like this?
Well, this isn't so bad, but when we do the kind of nerdy night in, which we will be doing again on Friday, and everybody's invited into the Zoom room, it's a free for all. That's like 2 hours, and you've got, sometimes 15, 16 people in there. So those are really big files. So they make you pay for that. It's worth it.
Excuse me. I want y'all to know that when me and KJ were interviewing Kevin yesterday, she straight up called me out because I wasn't at the Nerdy Night In last Friday.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
I was like, yo. She was like, Johnny, you just ditched us last Friday. I was like, yo, why are we
If anybody
attacking
ditched you, it was
excuse me. I said ghosted. Okay.
So, same thing.
She was way cooler when she said it than you
If
like.
anybody ghosted you,
Yeah.
it was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katie,
So
Katie, you don't count as a ghost. You always ghost us.
This bitch was there.
Katie has yet to show up for one of our kind of nerdy night in Friday
She
night
won't.
Zoom parties.
She won't.
She won't.
Rude.
Absolutely not.
But I
Let me
know,
check my
Donna,
schedule.
that you are on a first name basis with Kevin, but not everybody here knows who Kevin is. Kevin L. Johnson, he plays Sam in Ozark, and he's like the character that everybody's losing their mind over this season. So he had like a crazy transition from, it was one of those, like he was a character that you didn't really pay a lot of attention to. And then all of a sudden he's got this wacko storyline. So we promised him, Jonna and I promised him that we would watch Ozark, and then we would.
No, that's why I didn't show up. I was afraid I'd have to promise.
KJ promised for the both of us that we would watch Ozark.
I
He was like, "Don't worry, Kevin, we'll watch Ozark." I was like, "Yo, why are we committing me to things? I don't know what's happening."
I don't still like Ozark, Jonna. I started watching it, and I'm intrigued. And it makes me want to keep watching it. But at the same time, like, I woke up worrying about it. And then I was like, okay, I can't worry.
I mean,
it's a hard pass.
I've seen like 4 episodes of it. So.
Oh, well, you've seen more than I have.
You just can't get past Jason Bateman being a serious character. That's all
I'm so in love with Jason Bateman.
Who is it?
I will say, Kevin is lovely because he followed me on Twitter. So.
Oh, did he?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I should, you know what? I should reach out to him and see if he has a scary story. I bet he'd love to be
I would
on
love that.
Oddity Files. Now, Alana,
yes, I won't promise to watch Ozark, though.
Okay. John and I are going to do that
for you. Don't worry.
John and I are doing that because she had an opportunity to say no, but she wanted to be Kevin's friend, so she lied to him and said yes.
I could see that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Once I'm done watching Prodigal Son, it's Ozark from here on out.
All right. Alana, have you watched Ozark?
No, I have not.
Have you watched Prodigal Son?
No.
Have you watched Goosebumps?
No.
I don't think Alana watches TV.
Really?
Oh, yes, she does.
All right.
Okay, wait. Shelly's going to be proud of me because I just started episode 1 of The Witcher.
Yes!
Yes!
Not impressed.
Thank God. Okay.
So again, we need
this crew is so happy, and the other half just are. I'm about to cuss. I'm not gonna.
What do you think so far?
They're
I
wrong.
don't hear you, cuss.
Interesting. I feel like it's got Game of Thrones vibes.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little
Bad
wonky on the timeline until you get to like the last episode.
I mean, I'm somewhat confused. I'm only halfway into the episode, and I'm like, what is happening?
Yep. So there's 3 different stories happening at once.
Alana,
Solid.
let's FaceTime watch some episodes together, and I'll help you with the timeline thing.
You didn't offer to.
What if you need help?
Okay,
Why
listen,
should you watch
we like
it?
her better.
What? I don't even know. But all I'm saying is that it does help if you have a little bit of background going into. I didn't have any help, Kitsy. I totally dug it.
Some of us had to play the game, okay?
Yeah, but I ain't got time for games.
Oh, it is
no
like 100
idea.
hours you can put into that game.
Oh,
It is
and
good.
then, well, Haley and I are on book 3, and it's.
Is that Last Wish?
No, we finished Last Wish. We're on Blood of Elves.
Maybe I'll try the books. Can you lend those to
In
me?
the books, he's even snarkier.
He is.
Oh.
He is.
I didn't consider him snarky in
I didn't either.
Oh,
in what
he's
I saw.
snarky.
Oh, he is. He's a little bit chattier in the books than he is. He's like, in the series, there's a lot of and grunting. Which
He's
not that he
actually
doesn't-
like a butthole
What is this?
in the books.
Walking Dead?
Kind of.
yeah, kind of like that, Kitsy, kind of like. But so he's a little bit chattier in the books than he is in the series.
So we don't mean to sway you one way or the other, Alana, but
Don't listen to them.
half of us don't like The Witcher, and the other
I'm sorry.
half
Don't
do.
listen to them.
You will be the.
I haven't
decision
seen
maker.
it, so you can't put me in.
Jonna, you would like it.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
know what's
I have to watch Ozark now, so I can't watch The Witcher.
All I'm gonna say is, Alana, do you trust me?
Yes, but I had no idea the amount of chaos this would cause by me saying I started watching.
Every week. We
Hot
do this
topic.
every week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's The Witcher every
we
week.
argue about The Witcher every week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've actually made it my purpose to find a way to work in saying that The Witcher sucks just to piss off Shelly.
Well, you're welcome for a good segue this week.
Thank you. I didn't have to even try. Thank you.
So now you have to come back and keep us posted on what you think. But have an open mind,
I should watch The Witcher again.
have an open mind.
I will.
Okay.
I will give you updates.
Okay. All right. But I'm surprised that you actually had time to watch anything because it's time for a gaming update with Katie and Alana, who are obsessed
And it's all Animal Crossing.
with Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
So
True.
Alana, Katie, Shelly, talk about Animal Crossing. The rest of us don't care.
Oh, so like the last segment. All right, go on.
Talk amongst yourself.
Go ahead. We'll ask the questions. So
Hey,
man.
talk about it like you want us to care.
For dramatic effect, I'm actually going to walk off the screen. So
Such a good game. I'm so excited
If
about
at
it.
any point you make me interested in Animal Crossing, I will give you a thumbs up.
I just bought a cowboy outfit while we were trying to get this together. How are you not
She
excited?
did. Her character looks great in that cowboy
A
outfit.
little cowboy outfit.
Okay.
It has chaps and everything.
I
I'm gonna
bought a
be.
graduation hat and a graduation gown in Animal Crossing since my graduation got canceled.
You get your graduation.
You can have your own.
Animal Crossing graduation.
Yeah,
right.
you can have your own with like the animals that are actually probably way better than your classmates.
Yes,
Yeah.
please be proud of me.
How did you get a cap? Haley could only get the gown.
They come on different days, which I think is dumb, but
Oh.
Yeah.
the cap arrives one day and the gown arrives another day.
Yeah,
Have you
I tell
invested
you-
in the stock market?
A little tea about those about the graduation gowns. This is a
Sure.
little tea. They are legitimately underplayed Hogwarts robes.
Yes, exactly.
Aw.
That's why I got a blue one.
Yep, there are 4 of them,
Hang
and they
on.
have a hood, which most graduation gowns do not have a hood, and they are red, green, blue, and yellow with the black. Really?
That's the
So
tea.
Yep, that's the tea.
I just gave that a thumbs up.
Weren't there graduation gowns before Harry Potter came out?
No, people didn't graduate before Harry
But
Potter.
not with
Graduation-
hoods.
Okay, I'm just,
Graduation gowns with pointy hoods?
Yeah, that's a
No.
Yeah,
These
my gown
are-
doesn't have a hood,
faulty.
but
In
I
the
did-
Hogwarts
fun.
colors, Jonna? No.
graduation from wizard school, maybe.
Yeah, John.
Okay,
That's
never mind. I'm not even
Maybe
gonna.
if you watch the movie, you might know.
Nope, I won't. Just because y'all keep telling me to, I won't. Actually,
Okay, she
I'm gonna
can
watch
sign you
it.
up for Ozark, but you
I'm
won't
gonna
watch Harry
watch.
Potter.
KJ signed me up for it, and I have to be Kevin's friend. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, I'm probably gonna watch Harry Potter one day. Just watch all of them, and I won't tell you guys.
Oh, it's
Good.
pretty good.
I'll just drop some knowledge.
No,
on you.
you won't be able to hold it in. You'll be so excited about what you just saw. You'll be like, oh my God, I finally watched Harry Potter. Blah, 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 blah. You'll be-
Nope, I'm gonna hold it in, and I'm just gonna randomly drop little nuggets in there.
You
That's what
can't.
my friend Lauren did to me when she watched the entirety of Supernatural and didn't tell us. And then I sat
That's
her
different.
and my other friend down to film a video. Like my friends who don't know Supernatural try to like describe the show or describe these pictures. And all of a sudden at the very end of this 30-minute video that we filmed, she's just like, by the way, I saw the entire show. And we were like, so I feel like you should do something
That ain't
savage
cool.
like that. Like do a whole podcast episode where they try to like ask you things about Harry Potter and you're like, oh, I don't know. And then at the end be like, wait, I do know.
Just
That's
kidding.
like every episode.
Yeah, we're many episodes into Jonna not knowing. Even though
Yes.
Alana, when she comes to my house, her bedroom that she sleeps in has the entire Harry Potter collection sitting there.
Jonna, you have your own bedroom at her house?
Yeah,
Yeah, you didn't know? I mean, she shares
that's
it
the
with
best mattress, bro. Let me tell you, it's
Real
great,
nice.
and it's even got like a ceiling fan and like super comfy pillows and comforter. I
Like
love
And
it.
all the
Normal
Harry Potter
amenities?
movies in there for you.
not the movies, the books.
Oh, the
Okay.
books?
Jonna's a reader. Jonna
them.
loves books, and she won't even read the
Okay.
Harry Potter books.
I'm gonna tell
gonna
y'all
cry.
that
Exactly,
when I go
Alana.
into
Exactly.
said bedroom, it's to go to sleep.
Hmm.
How about reading?
No, I gotta sleep.
Mm-mm.
I gotta work, guys.
I hear you.
Make
You
money.
got your shows on in there when you go in there.
Yeah,
you
that's
watch
on my
them.
laptop though. I'm falling
She's
asleep.
watching soap operas. You
No, I'm
watch
watching
your
Family
shows.
Guy if I'm going to sleep. What do you mean? I watch Family Guy when I go to sleep. So if you're hearing like some animated TV show, it's because I'm trying to sleep.
I don't understand how people can fall asleep watching TV. Like,
Yeah.
I
at
literally
night.
do it every night.
Yeah.
I've done it
I
every night
can't.
since I was a kid. Not
It's
sleeping with
called
the TV on
exhaustion.
stresses me out.
What's that, Katie?
It's called exhaustion.
I mean, I can nap to the TV, but like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and go, oh, turn that shit off.
Yes.
You know?
That's what I have that same response.
Yeah.
What I like to do,
Go ahead, Shelley.
no, I was just going to say, one thing that I like to have on my TV when I'm winding down and reading The Witcher,
The Witcher.
Because that's what I'm reading right now. Is the Witcher series.
There really
Blood
needs
of
to be a
Elves.
thumbs down
Yeah.
reaction on Zoom.
And
Yeah.
too bad they don't have that. Anyway, I put on my TV. I pull up YouTube, and when I'm not watching one of Alana King's videos, I no, she eye rolled me. I do put on an ambient room, and it's
I like
so
those.
nice. I'll put
Seen
on
you
like
post that on something.
yes, on Instagram. Like I'll put on the Slytherin common room or Dumbledore's office or whatever.
Which is so cool.
And it's just this, like, sometimes they have like rain outside a window or a crackling fire. And so it's just kind of this really nice, like, background situation. And sometimes you can find some with like the Harry Potter music lightly playing while you're reading. It's so relaxing. Yeah, it's a great way to wind down.
Now, we haven't been doing the ambient rooms, but we have been doing a lot of on Amazon Music with our Echo. What's the name of the station you tell it to play, Patches?
Oh, it's through Pandora. It's the Film Scores radio station.
Ooh, that's a good
How
one.
neat.
Really, really good.
Yeah, and we've got it curated to where it's like all Marvel, Harry Potter,
It's like
Star Wars.
it's basically Marvel and John Williams.
Yes.
So it's really awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. But I come to find out in the gaming world, I didn't realize they have the symphonic version of Legend of Zelda. They have
Oh, yes.
That
And- yeah,
it's
and
so
I
good,
didn't
I bought
realize
it.
how beautiful it was. Yeah, it was gorgeous.
beautiful music. It's
Yeah.
beautiful music.
It is so good. I
is
bought
so-
it when Skyward Sword came out.
Me too. We have CDs. We have CDs,
Yes,
literally,
we do.
with Zelda music on it. That's
It is
how old
so
it was.
good.
Mhm.
Oh, so good.
And I was going to say, going back to the whole music thing, another really good Pandora station, and I don't know if you guys are going to think this is super cheesy, but is French cooking radio.
Okay, Julia.
Is that what you and Haley were listening to?
Yes, it's like La Vie en Rose and some of these other, it's just so fun. Okay, and then the other thing that Haley listens to outside of ambient rooms to bring it back to Animal Crossing is on YouTube. Katie would know this, Alana would know this. You can play the different times
Katie's
of day
dying.
of Animal Crossing music, right?
Animal Crossing music?
Look
Yeah.
at Katie's face.
Yeah,
Oh my
they have
God.
different music for each hour
Yeah.
in Animal Crossing, and it's different for the different games too. Like the DS version's different.
So let me ask Alana, I want you to maybe kind of explain what your life has been like, because it's been weird, and why you're not having a graduation. And then I want to know, like, can we have a graduation? But like, I would start playing Animal Crossing if I can go to wherever your little island is and go to your graduation party.
We could go to your
Oh,
Can we do that? Can we have an Animal
can.
Crossing graduation party?
You can.
Sure.
Okay.
Bring
Yeah.
turnips.
When were you supposed to be graduating?
May 17th.
May 17th. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
can I get like up to speed on Animal Crossing enough to like make it to your graduation
Yeah.
party? Like, do I have to like get a lot of points and collect cats and turtles and things like that?
It's not points. It's Nook Miles.
Cats and turtles.
Cats,
You collect fish and bugs, but close.
Can I?
but collecting turtles is good.
It is, but not
Yes.
cats. What's the
I
problem
have-
with cats?
Okay, well,
The
there's
people are cats.
the
Yeah.
animals in
You
Animal
can be a
Crossing.
cat.
There are cats.
What?
No, like cats are like the animals that you talk to. So there are animals that you talk to in Animal Crossing, and some of them are cats. So you can't collect cats because there are cats as like your villagers.
they're
They're
like your
humans.
people.
Yeah.
Why
There's,
did
like,
you not?
different levels of animal?
Katie,
However,
how could you not lead with this years ago when you tried to get me to
Because
play
it's
Animal
Animal
Crossing?
Crossing.
Yeah, but you say you get to talk to cats. The
It's
cats are like
Animal Crossing.
I know, but you never talk
she's
about
literally playing it.
the cats are like
She usually is.
the cats are a main focal point. Like they're elevated.
No, they're not.
more- Yeah, they are. They're
There are
elevated more than
different
the other animals.
There are monkeys. There are green horses that I said that you ignored. There's all kinds of animals. There's
don't
even
care
a
about green
raccoon that
horses.
sells you shoddy art. Like what? It's not a raccoon.
Haley
it's
has a lot
fox.
of goat villagers that go around and water her flowers.
Okay.
Yeah.
They sound beneficial.
That's really
Doesn't she, Alana? Haley and Alana FaceTimed for possibly 6 hours on Sunday, playing Animal Crossing together, going back and forth, making stuff for each other to each other's islands. And in the meantime, I was just sitting there playing the Pocket Camp on my iPad while they were doing all of their things.
Aw.
Yes, it's fun. It's an Animal Crossing date, and it's so much easier to FaceTime so that you can talk because the chat feature on Animal Crossing sucks.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Okay, so if we were to have a
Look.
graduation party, where are the cats?
Timmy and Tommy.
Those are raccoons.
Those
They
are
are
raccoons.
raccoons.
They
I don't have
are-
any
they're
cat
trash
villagers.
pandas. Trash pandas. Where are the cats?
There are no cats on my island. It's all monkeys and horses
What did
She
you do?
is. Wow.
and a cow.
What did you
Oh, I
do
have
to
a
the
creepy
cats?
clown goat sheep thing. It's like a clown sheep. His name is Pietro or whatever. And the inside of his
yeah.
house looks like some sort of circus, and I hate clowns. It makes
Well, don't
me
go in the
upset.
clown's house. I don't know who didn't tell you that when you were a kid, but never go in the clown's house.
Yeah, don't go.
It's a sheep. It's a clown sheep.
They have like the
Still a
little
clown.
rams and stuff. They're really cute.
Oh, welcome back, Jana.
There's
Thanks.
Donna.
Are you
In my
okay?
basement.
Oh my gosh, you're glowing.
Yes,
You're in
because of the sun.
Ah,
It's a
beautiful.
halo.
All right.
I have a
My
dog.
brother, I was in the dining room and my brother's here to mow the grass, so I had to move downstairs.
I
So I
gotcha.
We
didn't
appreciate
get the
that.
lawnmower.
Miller Lite
I
advertisement.
was going to say, and now our podcast is brought to you by Miller Lite because
Well-
we can see over your shoulder.
I know.
Okay, woo, choo, pow, pow, ping, choo, woo, 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 wee, 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 wee. It's time for a new segment, I think, because I think that when we had technical difficulties,
okay.
this thing got cut off.
I think.
All right, it is your Chris Evans update. All right, we got lots of Chris
Yes.
Evans news in the pre-show. Jada was talking about Chris Evans. Katie was talking about Chris Evans. Everybody was talking about Chris.
When
Evans.
am I not talking about Chris Evans, though?
I
That's
know.
the-
Truth.
But like legit stuff. Like you have been watching his new show, right?
Yes.
The one where he's a
Is
lawyer.
it good?
Yeah. So good. So good. The first 3 episodes are on Apple TV right now, but the first 2 were free. And I was like, oh man, maybe the 3rd one's free. And then I clicked on it and it was like, yeah, I have to pay for this. And I was like,
Oh,
Mm.
so I'm
How much
paying.
is
You
it?
paid for
It's
it.
$4.99 a month.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'll pay the $5 a month for it. I don't really care that much. I'm sure there's other good shows on there besides Chris Evans' TV show.
Yeah,
It's fine.
but that's the problem. Then you're paying another $5 for this one and $5 for that one and $5
I don't really
for this.
pay for a lot of streaming
that's how they get
services.
you.
Like,
Mhm.
I pay for Disney Plus, Netflix, and Apple TV. My mom pays for the Amazon Prime, and my sister pays for the Hulu.
You got a
Patches,
system
why
down.
don't you label off your streaming services?
Okay.
You mean
let's-
all of our entertainment services?
Yes,
go
all
ahead,
of your
Patches.
entertainment
Go
services.
ahead.
'cause
Okay,
we've had this
we'll
discussion.
start with our service providers, which are Xfinity and DirecTV.
Mhm.
Wow.
Both of those. Then we have Netflix, Amazon Prime,
Mhm.
Hulu,
Mhm.
Disney Plus,
Mhm.
ESPN
Mhm.
Plus,
Mhm.
WWE Network. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we still have it.
That one's
Yep.
gonna end up a SmackDown.
You didn't get CBS All Access yet?
Why you gotta bring up old shit?
You gotta name it. It's one of the things that you
that's
are.
right. Yeah. Okay. So I have so 9. I think that's it. I think 9. Oh yeah.
Holy
Nine-
moly.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Wait.
Are
nine
there
service
any
providers.
others?
Yeah, do you still have that like Sky TV or whatever it was so that you could watch the dart tournament?
Look at his face.
No, that one's gone. That one's
Sure?
legit gone.
I don't.
Well, there's no point in paying for it now since like the dart leagues are done. So I mean, we're down from
Sad.
10 to 9.
The
Oh.
dart leagues?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God,
Alana.
Alana, don't get him started.
Oh.
Don't get him started.
Save that for your own podcast. Don't want to hear about it. You say
Ooh, good idea.
Right?
Mhm.
Wow, should start like the kind of nerdy dudes or something.
hey,
Dude.
so.
You gotta get some friends, man.
Okay, so
Oi.
honestly, I don't remember what the other Chris Evans thing was that we were talking about. There was
Katie
Chris-
watched Knives
Knives
Out.
Out.
Knives Out. Oh,
And
yes, Katie.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my
so
gosh,
good,
it was
Shelley.
so good.
Is
Right? I told you.
Alana, you've seen it?
It's a
Oh,
slow
yeah.
burn, but once it
It
gets
was
going,
so good.
it's
Okay.
isn't that House to Die For?
Yes,
yeah.
I love it. Oh my god.
I mean, didn't
Has
he
to be
die?
haunted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was. I'm a huge fan of like mystery, like murder mysteries.
Mhm.
Like, what's that Agatha Christie book that everybody had to read in school? That kind of stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Murder, She Wrote.
The one where they're on the island and they
You
like
read Murder, She
slowly
Wrote
one by
in
one they're
school?
dying. Yeah, but like it was so good. It was very well done, and I didn't know who was actually guilty until the end. And oh, it was so good.
Could you give us your opinion of Daniel Craig and his accent?
I immediately got used to it, unlike some people,
Yes.
Jonna.
Okay.
And it was very interesting to see him in something that wasn't James Bond.
Yes.
So like I was
Or a
fine with it.
stormtrooper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think there's something to say about like little Southern detective trying to solve a murder mystery.
He was kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
I mean, Daniel Craig's just hot, so like
I know.
there's that.
Yep.
Yes.
But yeah, it was really good. I thought it was very well done. I feel like it was a lot of like little details and stuff that were really well done, and I feel like it was like it's been out long enough. We can probably talk about the end, right? Like,
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
If
it's
you-
up to Shelley. She hasn't
Oh
seen
no,
it.
Shelley.
Okay,
Oh,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
okay,
spoil-
wait,
no,
I'll
no.
step away. I'll be right back. You talk.
Okay. Okay.
I had no idea that Chris Evans did it until the end.
Oh,
So it was
I
the best.
knew.
I had no idea.
I was hoping he did it.
I knew
Yeah,
as soon
me
as he
too.
stepped on screen, I was like, he did it. He had to
My
have
money was on the lawyer daughter or whatever, like the one
Really?
that's like, yeah, the old one, the oldest one. That was where my money was.
Oh, Jamie
Really?
Lee Curtis's character?
Yeah,
Man.
because like she didn't straight out have motive against him, because it was too
Yeah.
obvious. Like the kids that did have motive, and like great value
Alana?
Mark Hamill looked a little too suspicious, if you know what I'm saying. You know.
Alana, who did you think did it? Did you know it was
I
Chris?
mean, I love Chris Evans, but he was shady.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, super
so
shady.
I was like, no.
Big
I mean,
but
that
hot.
sweater is really nice, but
I know.
So
Oh, sweaters. I can't.
Sweater's so nice.
So nice.
Oh, God.
That
If-
was nice.
Yeah, if Ace Boston were to have happened, I wanted to find a sweater that both of us could fit in for our photo
Nice.
op.
Oh, that would have been
But I-
awesome.
Great.
That would have been
I'll have to
beautiful.
save that for when we're back.
We'll be back.
You need to buy me one too. I need to be that close to Chris Evans.
Who doesn't want to be that close to Chris Evans?
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know
I
that
thought it was so good.
I don't know that I would say that I definitely thought it was Chris Evans, but I really, really wanted it to be.
Yes.
Because
I really like how like they set it up to be her that was guilty, and it was too obvious. And then they set up like another murder mystery that was exactly on top of that one that was a little too coincidental.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was
Yep.
so good.
All right, Shelley's
Okay.
back.
Shh, shh, shh,
Shelley's
shh,
back.
talk.
We're
No,
good.
Shelley, you're
We're
good.
good.
No,
Shelley,
we're good.
come back.
We're good.
Come back.
Come back. Come back, Shelley.
Come back.
You can
Okay.
come back.
Good. The consensus of it is Chris is amazing, and the sweater's definitely worth a watch.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll watch it for sure.
All right. All right.
Yay.
Put it on your list. Yay.
It's on my
Maybe-
list. on my
Is
list.
this going to be something we can all agree on?
Probably.
I bet it will be.
Oh my goodness! Next time
Oh.
we have to have champagne.
Quick, I
Yeah,
gotta
When
Yeah.
leave.
Shelley gets her,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Celebrate.
I got
for sure.
applause for that. All right.
Well, if we're all in agreement, time for me to leave.
Woo, woo, chewy. Woo. This time for Kitsy's paranormal update. Ooh.
Ooh. So my paranormal story in the news is, according to Alaska Supreme Court, an inmate cannot see poltergeists. So in 2005, Adam Israel killed his mother, Dorothy Israel. In 2011, he was found guilty of second-degree murder by stabbing and killing Dorothy. He was sentenced to 60 years with 20 years suspended with 40 years to serve. So math is hard. That's a long time. So he files a suit against the Supreme Court, and because he was put into a mental institution, blah, 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 blah. So I'm not going to talk about the first argument. It's not interesting. His second argument,
Love
and
it.
by far the most interesting, is that Israel claims to be born with a rare genetic ability to see the electromagnetic radiation of poltergeists.
Ooh.
And he's upset he's in the loony bin. Anyway, so He claimed without evidence that former British Prime Minister David Cameron is a third cousin once removed and also suffers from this same genetic anomaly. So he said, well, can I perform a demonstration for you so you know that I'm not crazy, blah, 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 blah. He was supposed to take bugs, or they were supposed to kill bugs and then put them in a jar and then like hide the bug that's in there. And he was supposed to be able to tell them what kind of dead bug it was by the dead bug ghost.
Who came up with this?
What?
What?
Israel.
By the dead bug's
I got
ghost?
lost.
Apparently so. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how he wanted to prove that he was this thing and he's not crazy. But they denied it.
Okay.
That
Seems
sounds
legit.
Totally.
eerily familiar to the Salem witch trials.
Well, they
Hey, we'll
weren't
just-
crazy. This
Listen,
dude's
it got a
fucking
little out of
nuts.
hand.
Witches were the most amazing, smart, beautiful women on the planet. This guy's insane.
Uh-huh.
It got a
We
little
killed
out
his
of
mama.
hand.
That
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah, thumbs up for that.
Exactly. So yeah, and of course they denied it. So hence the headline, according to Alaska Supreme Court, inmate cannot see poltergeists. So
By
There's
law, you are not allowed to see
a
Wah,
little
ghosts.
bit of murder, make Katie happy, a little bit of bugs, and
Yeah.
some math.
Anybody here happy about the bugs? Because that was not me. It's just interesting. Like, have you ever thought, Kitsy, when you're out investigating that to see if there's any like bug ghosts hanging around?
I've seen some cat ghosts,
Yeah.
but never any bug ghosts.
Well, you need to start asking. Look, you need to-
Apparently, well, I don't think they can talk.
I don't
No,
think
but-
bugs have souls, so why would
but
they be ghosts?
they could buzz by your ear like. Zzz.
That's true. So I don't know. Maybe it has been a ghost buzz by my ear, and I just thought it was a bug.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Whoa!
Gonna
On
be
the
looking
next
Ghost
season of Oddity Files, Ghost Bugs.
Speaking of oddity files, I had Michelle on for an odisode,
Yay!
and it was so great to have her on. She had such amazing stories, like
Thank you.
feel good, goosebumps, amazing stories.
All your
So
ghost
thank-
stories are happy ghost stories.
It's about most of my ghost stories are about my grandma. So
Aw.
it was all good stuff. But I I was listening to it and then I was like, oh, I sound dumb. I have to stop listening. So I listened to about the first 15 minutes. I got halfway through and then I was like, okay, I gotta stop because
I thought it was
I love
great.
talking to you about it. I love talking to you about it, and it was awesome. Thank you for having
Do you know
me.
what,
Oh.
Shelley? I will confess, you made it further than I did with my odisode. I don't even want to listen to it. I'm like, I had to sound like the biggest freak.
No. Hey, weird is the new cool, people. I'm
It's
telling
true.
you.
It's true.
People
It's
dig
true.
this kind of stuff.
Mm.
So at least my listeners do.
Chicks
Yes.
dig ghosts.
Yeah.
Here's my stance on the paranormal.
Okay.
It's not scary.
No.
None of it is. The demons, that's crap. Try not to cuss as much on this podcast.
Let it out, Kitsy. Let it out.
You know,
I got the popcorn for it. Let it out.
and sometimes, if somebody hears a growl in a corner, maybe that spirit just hasn't honed in on his abilities yet, and it sounds like a growl to us.
Look at
But he's
Katie's
really
face
just-
during
His
this
communication
whole thing.
skills are subpar.
Exactly. I don't know if there's ghost school when you die. I assume there's got to be some kind of learning curve.
I
at
mean, there was a
least.
Scooby-Doo movie where they had ghoul school, so there might be.
That was pretty good.
Well, and,
Oh, hey, oh my
That was
God.
such a good movie.
So good.
and what about Beetlejuice? Handbook for the recently deceased.
Oh my
right.
God.
Oh my
I
God.
mean-
If I die and Beetlejuice is there, I'm
Okay, you can't say it one more time.
gonna die again. Like,
Beetlejuice.
Never seen that movie.
Jonna, I hate that movie.
Bless you.
I think
Do
I've
you
seen
really?
part of it, and then it
Unpopular
freaked me
opinion,
out.
I hate Beetlejuice. Oh my God, I hate
Oh
it.
my God.
I
Well,
do
goodbye.
not.
Wait a minute. How does Patches not know? You're married for a long time.
They
Patches,
don't
how
know
does he
anything
not know?
about each
We've
other.
been together for over 19 years. How the hell do I not know this?
Okay.
The movie
Why is
not come
Kitsy
out?
shocked and
weeping?
appalled.
How do you not know this? How about
That's the real tea. Not
How
that
about-
she hates it, but that you didn't know, Patches.
Did it not come up in conversation ever?
Eat popcorn.
I quote it not regularly, but like there's always one-off Beetlejuice one-liners I drop.
Have we
How
ever
many
watched?
times have you seen it?
Have we ever watched in the 20 years or so that we have known each other? Have we ever watched Beetlejuice together?
No, but
We are
also
dropping his name an awful lot.
Beetlejuice.
no, we had, no, we
KJ,
have
why
not.
don't you like it? I'm sorry, Patches, to interrupt you. After he answers, you have to tell us why you don't like it.
Okay.
No, okay. So I don't understand why. Your humor is. I mean, we have a very parallel style of humor, right? It's analytical,
thought
but apparently not by that face. All right, I'm just going to concede the floor to my lovely wife KJ, and let me know why she's a horrible human being because she hates Beetlejuice.
Ooh.
Okay. So I'm gonna be okay. So you guys know, and maybe you don't if you're listening, a newer listener, or Alana, you don't know this, but I don't remember things very well. So
We know.
I don't have a solid argument about like this is what I didn't like about the movie, or I hated this, or like blah blah blah. I remember how I feel about things, and I know that I felt like it was a really obnoxious, not funny movie. That's
When was the last
You
time
said that
watched
about
it?
Austin Powers too.
right. I don't
Which I
like
can't
Austin
understand.
Powers.
I don't understand. He's
But how long
fantastic.
ago did you watch it?
How long ago?
Yeah.
When did it come out?
1998 or 1988.
Give it another shot. I didn't like it at first either, but every time I watch it, I love it more.
There's been a few times where it's been like on and I've tried. Maybe in the middle, maybe I need to like sit down and really like give it a beginning to end watch. I don't know.
Look
It's
past Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice a little bit into the other characters.
okay.
And I mean, I just rewatched it recently and I'm like, holy crap, this is how I view ghosts. Like they have to learn how to do all this stuff. So it's actually a beautiful story. I know that sounds stupid, but
It totally is. It totally is.
That is
About the
not what I
house.
remember of it.
Well, and
I think
remember,
I think we need a kind of nerdy girls roundtable where we recreate the scene where they ghosts take them over
Yes.
and they sing
Yes.
"Daylight Come and Me Wanna Go Home." It's
Yep.
so
Donna, have
good.
you
I like
seen
it.
Beetlejuice?
Moira.
Never seen it.
Oh my God.
I've seen
All right.
like bits and pieces of it, and from what I saw, I wasn't impressed. So I was
All
like,
right.
Alana, you're being awfully
I
quiet.
tried.
You haven't seen it either?
No.
awesome. High five, Alana.
80?
Okay.
I've
We're
seen
out
it.
here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So KJ, remember this. You hated Anchorman
Good.
the first time you ever saw
Tell
it.
your son I said hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
I did.
So, but yeah, think about it. I mean, I'm not going to say that Beetlejuice is going to be one of your favorite comedies of all time, but you got to remember, you despise Anchorman the very first time you watched it, and you're like, nah, this is the dumbest movie. I wasted my time.
I don't think I said meh.
That sounds like you.
Like
That
I
does
wasn't
sound like you
Thank
I
are.
you,
wasn't a
Katie.
ghost that
Thank you,
couldn't
Jenna.
communicate yet.
That does sound like you though, because you said the same thing about Austin Powers,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, and then we watched it when we were at your house the last time we podcasted.
and we had a great time.
We did.
I was like being like the mom that sacrifices for her children.
I think
Gold
KJ
Member
was
is
Really?
a great movie.
Really?
Don't
I
even.
think KJ was just having more fun because me and Katie were commenting. I think that's what.
Yes.
I mean, we
Yes.
quoted the whole movie, so
That is the one movie that I enjoyed you guys talking through. So
I can't ever watch a movie with Katie and Jonna because I've heard about the chat.
Okay,
my
during the
commentary
show.
is spectacular.
Like with us separately,
Nah.
but together, it's probably not a
Well,
good
it
idea.
depends. Is it a good movie? I'll
That's
watch
true.
it. If
Well,
it's
if
trash,
Good movie,
I'm going to
we'll
talk
shut-
about
we'll
it.
shut up.
And is it a movie that's recently out in theaters? Never go to a theater with them. If it's a classic movie,
If it's
that
trash,
people have
it's
seen.
trash.
all right. I'll consider it. But maybe I need to be with you.
If you're
Pixie.
signing Jonna up for Ozark, we're signing you up for Beetlejuice.
Well,
Yep.
crap.
Yep.
Look at it this way. It's
Hmm.
Moira before Schitt's Creek in that.
Yes, Catherine
Yeah,
O'Hara.
that's a good point.
She's
Oh.
fantastic.
Oh yeah. Okay.
movie.
I hadn't even thought about that.
She
How far have
actually
you-
that was Moira before she was Moira.
Yeah.
Hey, KJ, how far have you gotten? Where are you at now? Give me a Schitt's Creek update.
We got to
Boo-boo-choo.
Alexis doing her little
A little bit of Alexis.
So yeah,
A little bit.
A little bit.
yeah.
I think next time Kitsy needs to go up and like do it again and do the Alexis dance. A couple more glasses of wine.
Oh, that might be my first TikTok.
There you
That would
go.
be fantastic. Yes.
Okay. Let me ask, Alana, are you on TikTok?
Absolutely not.
Do you have friends who are on TikTok? Do you know people on
I-
TikTok?
I have friends who watch TikTok and then they send me the TikToks.
What's your problem with TikTok?
I don't want to do with the TikTok.
I don't want to do this.
It's a lot of work.
I'll watch like compilations of them, but I feel like if I downloaded the app and like actively went on it, then I would never come back out. And I'm scared.
That's what I thought, and that's what happened. Absolutely.
Really?
So explain to me what TikTok exactly is. From what I've seen is that it's basically just an elongated what's that
A
thing?
vine.
Instagram story
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
with editing features.
Okay. Or
Yeah,
what was
like-
that? What was that boomerang photo thing that guys used to do?
Yeah.
kind of thing. Or
Kind of.
But I mean,
I
you
have
can
no
stop
idea.
recording and then do
I
the
know.
next
I am very
scene.
old.
What's that
Boomerang
phone call
thing you
you
kids
used to
did.
make?
Yeah.
Literally TikTok is just Vine, like long vines.
Yeah.
But it
Okay.
seems like
I
a lot
never
of
did Vine.
it seems like a lot of work, right? Like
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
So
like
much
you
work.
have to perform. I don't
I think my favorite thing on TikTok right now is that there's this little like challenge going around where people are trying to hang upside down on their doors from their feet, and every single time they fail and fall on their face. That's my favorite.
Wow.
Yep.
That's the best
that
one.
I would go to TikTok.
What
They're
is
trying
the
to hang by
hashtag?
their toes. I don't know what it's called.
I have to watch
But
this.
every single time they do what's called a scorpion, where they fall on their face and their legs kick themselves in the back of the head.
That might get Chris
That's
on
awesome.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
if,
awesome.
if there's like a way to filter it so I can just get on TikTok and see TikTok fails, I would totally be down for that because
I mean,
bet
you can
that's
be
the
on
hashtag.
TikTok and not like make videos and stuff. Like you can just like
Oh,
go
yeah.
through and watch other people's videos.
But that's the rabbit hole, is watching other people's videos. Because
Yes.
they show you,
Yeah.
you don't have to be following anybody, and they suggest stuff that, like if I watch dog videos, I get a whole ton of dog videos coming through my feed.
Can I tell you guys an animal fun fact about me?
Yes, you may.
yes. Why, Shelly? Why do you like lead it? Like, can I tell you guys? Listen, guys.
Excuse me, everyone.
She's making sure we're all listening.
Could I
Listen
have your
up.
attention?
Breaking news.
You guys are all
Go on.
assholes. Okay, so anyway, I grew up with Siamese cats in my house. KJ knows this.
Mhm.
German Shepherd dogs, and a lot of greenhouse cats because I grew up in a flower shop greenhouse situation. We had like at any given time between like 5 and 7 greenhouse cats running around.
I thought you said greenhouse cats.
Greenhouse,
I
like
had
not greenhouse cats. Greenhouse cats.
This
There we
is
go.
not Animal Crossing.
No, this is not Animal Crossing. And when I became pregnant with Haley, I became allergic to all animals, and I am still allergic to this day. And so
oh,
is
what a
Haley.
sad time.
Right?
Isn't that like, I used to love dogs, and now I'm like, no, just don't touch
Yeah.
me. You know?
Cats are my problem. And it wasn't until I was in like my mid 30s, we got a Persian
Mm-hmm.
and we went out of town for a little bit. And the cats were kind of just doing their own thing while we were gone. We had the automatic waterer and the automatic feeder. When I came back and had my first and the worst asthma attack of my life.
Oh
I had to
my
go to the
God.
hospital, and they're like, do you have cats? And I'm like, yeah, but I've never been allergic to them before. He's like, well, you are now. So
It's the weirdest thing, isn't it?
Did you guys see that? Getting back to some nerdy stuff, did you guys see the announcement from Disney Plus that they're bringing Rise of Skywalker to Disney Plus early?
May the fourth be with you,
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes. May the 4th. I can't wait.
So you will be able to watch all of the Star Wars movies. Not that you want to watch the prequels, but you'll be able to watch
or the other ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the original in the theaters in 1977 several times. So,
wow. I saw the Empire Strikes Back was the first movie I was that I was able to see in theaters. Like that, I was.
I'm so disappointed in you, KJ.
I was 2 when the first one came out. What do you want from me?
Stop talking.
What?
I saw A New Hope in a theater in Burlington, Wisconsin. So it's like you were there with me.
You were in Wisconsin when the Star Wars began. Yay!
Yeah.
Did you know that Tony Romo is from Burlington, Wisconsin? Do you know?
I did. And it made me like him a little more.
I know. He was, it broke my heart that he played for the Dallas Cowboys. I should probably only talk about this when I'm with the kind of nerdy dudes. But anyway, it broke my heart when he went to the Cowboys, because I hate the Cowboys because I'm a Packers fan. And that was
everybody hates the Cowboys.
Everybody hates the Cowboys.
A little
cheers
for that.
Fans, actually.
But now he's like,
what, like 3 people?
What's that?
Basically. Actually, I think it's just one person.
Yeah, I know one.
I think it's my aunt's fiance, and he's not blood, so I don't even know if he actually counts. So.
He does not count.
No, he does not count. No. No, I think I hold more bearing than your aunt's fiance. So yeah, you're fine.
That's right. That's right.
That is true. I see you a lot more often.
Word.
So
you have a bedroom in their house, Jonna. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring pictures over there to put on like the dresser and stuff.
I'll have to approve them.
It'll be like Chris Evans. I mean, come on.
Chris Evans.
I'll bring my Chris Evans pillow too.
Oh, perfect. Alana, do you want a Chris Evans pillow?
I feel like Alana, do you have a Jared Padalecki pillow?
Not with his face on it.
Yo.
What do you have on
What?
No, it doesn't. It's not like his face on a pillow. It's like a pillow of Sam Winchester, but it's not like him. It's like animated. She put like the little felt eyes on it and the felt hair.
Wait a second.
There's
John.
There's my guy.
You have a Jensen Ackles. What is that? A pillow too?
Jonna,
pillowcase. These are my
were those the pillowcases from Hot Topic, Jonna?
No, actually, the one that I got, both of them are from conventions, actually.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Yes.
Remember
So I
conventions.
have $1 million
Remember
idea.
going outside.
R.I.p.
Kitsy's got it. Woo, 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 woo. Whoa. Kitsy's got an idea. Woo, choo, choo.
I don't know how good, if it's that good, but body pillow of Chris Evans and Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki.
They had Sam and Dean body pillows at Hot Topic.
They do.
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Like that?
I gotta look at that right now. Googling what?
Hot Topic.
No, so the Jared Padalecki body pillow, that thing's got to be like 6 foot 6 inches long,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. 6.
You need a California king for that pillow.
I mean, I have the cardboard cutouts, and
They wouldn't be soft and cushy to sleep on.
no, but they're very tall.
Your cardboard cutout.
They're nice to look at.
I am once again pretty boring because we're just still watching Schitt's Creek. So here we are. Schitt's Creek.
Oh my God, watch something else.
Yeah.
We watched Endgame on the anniversary of Endgame.
Do you feel any better about it
How
now?
would you do that?
You know, honestly, yes. And I'll tell you, this time, now we've watched it several times since it was in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
Not Infinity War. Screw Infinity War. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I've seen
Hell
Infinity War
yeah.
another time since the theater.
Mm-mm. But
I
I think we watched Infinity War when it hit digital. We watched it like one time because we felt obligated because it was, the Marvel movie and it was out. It was like, okay, here we go with this again.
No.
But Endgame, this time, it's like every time I watch it, I pick up on different things. And this time, for some reason, I don't know if it was because we were talking about Paul Rudd, But I was just really, really enjoying Ant-Man this time around. I was like,
Every time you watch it, Paul Rudd gets younger.
Yes.
Sexier.
He's fantastic.
He doesn't age at all.
he doesn't.
Hate
No.
him.
Have you seen that meme of how all the Avengers age and they're all looking rough and old? And like even Hawkeye, like Pat just saw the meme and he's like,
I didn't even recognize
who's
him.
that one? I'm like, that's Hawkeye.
I was like, oh damn, Jeremy Renner aged bad.
But I was like, you're missing the point because he hadn't seen Paul Rudd yet. He was so fixated on like it was almost like he looked past Paul Rudd. Like, of course, Paul Rudd still looks the same. Who's
the
that
same.
guy?
If
And
Paul
Paul
Rudd ever
Rudd
starts
is
to
my
look
age,
old,
and it's like he's aging backwards. I don't.
Benjamin Button.
Literally.
Yes.
Like I said, I miss Botox.
Mm.
Me
I
too.
miss going outside.
I literally go outside every day. I know what you're talking about.
I miss movie theaters.
I miss the movie theater
I
bad.
miss restaurants.
I miss Mexican restaurants.
I miss Mexican restaurants.
You know what I miss, you guys? And I'm not trying to be like corny here, but I really just miss you guys.
Oh,
I miss you back.
Well, goodbye.
Pat just doesn't give a shit about. Yeah.
Katie doesn't like feelings.
Goodbye.
No, but like I don't like. I was thinking about this the other day. What are you gonna do when they're like, okay, you can go somewhere? And we
Go
talked
I'm
about
gonna
this.
come hug you.
Right. Like I don't. There's not like a store I want to go to, or the movie theater, or like there's
Gotta
no
hit up Old
place.
Navy.
There's no place I miss.
Well, first I'm
Like,
gonna go see my grandson, and then I'm gonna come hug you,
perfect.
He's
Will you
Aw.
bring him? Will you bring him so I can also
Yes.
hug him? Okay, perfect.
and maybe
I
a
want to be
puppy.
your grandson. He's so cute.
But
Oh,
no, I don't want to go like anywhere except where my people are and see them. So I'm like
Oh, you gotta-
legit not trying to be corny here, but I just miss my people.
I miss you
We
too.
miss you.
I really, really do.
But you know what's-
I miss cooking for you guys.
We missed your cooking patches. We miss it.
Yeah, we miss it.
911, what's your emergency?
I hate all you guys.
Our listeners
Stop.
are going to get super pissed.
Oh, I'll stop doing that. I promise.
There's no way that they're still listening at this point. You know how they are.
Truth. Hashtag truth. Miss you too, listeners.
We miss you. Oh God.
We miss you.
But you know what I was going to say? I was going to say, though, after our 6 hours of FaceTiming with Alana on Sunday,
Mhm.
I did say to Haley, I feel like that in some ways, even though we're like physically distant, there have been some ways where this situation has brought us closer together because I don't, Katie, I don't know. You know,
Hey, Katie, have feelings.
all of the FaceTiming we're doing and everything and all of this like togetherness because of it. I mean, I don't know that we would have been doing it if we weren't in this situation. So that's kind of cool on the like flip side of that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
No,
this is
absolutely.
the first time that because of this has allowed Shelly and Kitsy to be on the podcast together for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And religiously at this point.
Right?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Yep.
You can never
Yeah.
not be on the show again.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've
exactly.
been thinking since it's an hour drive for me to get up there, I might just zoom in sometime.
Word.
That's fine. Yeah.
Once this construction gets out of hand.
Right. We figured it out.
Never.
Now I want to ask Alana this. If we normally wouldn't even be getting this time with you. You and I have talked twice in a week. It's amazing. I love you.
I haven't seen her
Oh my
since
god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh
October,
my god!
other than social media.
I know.
Did you, Alana? I should. I want to bring this up because Alana has an amazing YouTube channel and she's very tied in with Supernatural and has done just amazing coverage of the cons and how to go to a Supernatural convention, which is very important because Indianapolis is still happening and silver passes went on sale and we're going to leave our houses someday.
Hmm?
I would leave my house for
It
that.
isn't canceled? What?
So
We're gonna have to do a Zoom Supernatural conference.
Zoom
Yeah,
Supernatural.
I wanted to ask Alana, have you been participating? There's been so many Supernatural like family events and CouchCon and stuff like that. Have you been taking part in any of the supernatural fandom stuff that's been going on in lockdown?
Yeah, I mean, I did Nerds and Beyond just did a virtual convention, and I was on a panel for that, which was fun. And it wasn't all supernatural,
I
but
missed you. I missed you. I was
oh,
trying to stay tuned in as much as I could this weekend for that.
yeah, we were on Saturday at like 5:15, and Rachel Miner was on right after us.
Aw.
I was
Yeah.
trolling her panel and asking questions the whole time.
You were. Thank you for asking questions. But yeah, so I did that. I did Gish, which was the 2-day scavenger hunt thingy that was
A
last
little
weekend.
mini Gish with Misha. Yeah.
Mini Gish, yeah, that was fun. I vlogged it. It's chaotic.
I saw in my the supernatural group, the Indianapolis supernatural group, that people that did it, so they were exhausted. So it's a scavenger hunt. Can you explain it in case someone doesn't know, like what the heck is Gish?
Yeah, so normally it's a week-long scavenger hunt in the summer in like August. And basically it's always for charity, so when you sign up to do Gish, you have to pay like an entrance fee, and that 100% of those proceeds always go to some sort of charitable cause. So like for this mini Gish that they put on, it was just like 24 hours. It went from like Saturday into Sunday, and it benefited 100% COVID-19 relief efforts for children who, because of the school closures, aren't able to get meals like they used to. So it goes to a couple different organizations that help with that. So it was kind of just like they released a list. I think there was only like 55 items this time on the list, or 60. Normally there's hundreds of items because it's a week long and they're very elaborate. But this time it was all items that you could do at home, so that no one had to go outside or anything. And there were some charitable items, and there were some like sentimental items, and there was just some like ridiculous ones.
Yeah, what were some of the goofy ones you had to do?
One of them was like, I Zoomed with my entire family and we were all wearing ugly sweaters. Even my grandma did it.
That's good.
Yeah. So just stuff like that. It was fun. So those are some of the things I've been doing, and then I'm putting together some stuff for soon.
For stuff for
Have a
soon.
book, right?
Yeah. So I wrote a chapter for a book that's coming out.
I saw it all over your social. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
So we're trying really hard to Lynn, who put together the book, she came to me and was like, hey, so we can't have like an actual release party, because we were going to do a like release party. So do we want to do like a virtual one on your YouTube channel? And I was like, sure. So we've been having like so many Zoom meetings trying to figure out how this is going to work, because there's like 40 contributors, and we've reached out to a lot of them, and a lot of them have said they want to come. So we're just like, okay, how do we make this less chaotic and make sure everyone gets a chance to talk? And first of all, how do we Zoom with 40 people and stream it live to the internet? So like, we've been trying to figure all that out, and I think it's coming together, and we're going to like officially announce some of the people who are coming.
That's fun. So if you go back a few episodes in the Kind of Nerdy Girls, we talked with Lynn. Lynn Zabertis, she authored this book. And I didn't know, when I talked to her, I didn't know that you were one of the contributors, that you have a chapter. So it's a book kind of putting together, thoughts and reflections on Supernatural, the TV show, as it's coming to an end. It's called There'll Be Peace When You Are Done, and it's coming out May 5th. So even though, oh my gosh, you have a copy of it.
Placement.
Oh.
So this is so exciting that you have a chapter in the book. Was that what was it like? Was it hard to just write one chapter? Like this show has changed your life. You went to a Supernatural convention like just to go, right? And then you ended up on this crazy path that has, led you to, you had an internship and you were on the red carpet in LA, and your car's still out there.
No, rest in peace, my car. Yeah. But I mean, honestly, like it was just hard for me to write a chapter, because I am very self-critical, but especially when it comes to writing, and I was absolutely terrified.
I feel that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be published by like an actual publisher in a book that people are going to buy and read. And it's going to be in a, like, Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles wrote chapters. And my chapter is going to be in there.
No pressure.
So that freaked me out a bit. But Lynn was super kind and helpful throughout the whole thing. And I don't know if I would have been able to do it if she hadn't been guiding me and like reassuring me that it was going to be fine. So.
Oh, I'm sure it's great. Well, keep us posted when you have the release party. We'd love to support it and join in. That would be awesome. And then
it'll be Tuesday, May 6th at around 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh my gosh, you want me to stay up that late on a Tuesday?
Yes,
ma'am. I just want to thank Miss Alana she helped me find my daughter the perfect vlogging camera.
Really?
Last fall, and she loves it. Thank you so much for your help with that.
I'm so glad she loves it.
She does. And she's getting into all the editing and everything, so thank you so much.
Oh, yay. I'm so happy to hear that.
And I'm going to be tapping into Alana to produce a new blogging series for Conquest Journals with me as well.
You are? Yay! Oh gosh, I forgot how good you are at video, Alana. Have you been like judging us at all? Like, boy, that's a terrible shot there. And
don't check out my TikTok.
All right. Well, real quick, Alana, would you give out where people can find you if they'd like to follow along with your very interesting journey, which I know still has a lot of exciting stuff ahead?
Sure. So my YouTube channel is just my name, Alana King, and then Twitter, then Instagram are pretty much the same thing. If you look up my name, you'll probably find me.
Easy enough. And Shelley, speaking of Supernatural, because I can see your planner back behind you, you've got, not only Supernatural, but you've got like a ton of really great journals and planners that are on sale. Can we talk about the new stuff yet?
Hey! No. Oh, there's Alana with my planner.
Woo! Love product placement.
Yes, thank you, Alana. And Alana is about ready to drop a Plan With Me video pretty soon, aren't you, Alana?
Yes, I'm editing it currently.
There's our 2019 planner, and there's our Harry Potter Celestial planner that KJ has. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, look at this.
And the John Winchester Journal. Yes. So, no, we can't talk about the new stuff yet. I think we're going to drop new releases next week. So I'll be able to talk about that next week, I believe. Yeah.
It's so exciting. Thank you for letting us in your group have a little sneak preview of it, because I'm just like, it's going to be great. I'm really excited.
I'm excited.
So,
I'm excited too.
Katie, do you have anything to promote?
No.
No.
Well, I should say the TV station that Katie is on, Wish TV, is the flagship station for Pet Pals TV, which is nationwide, and I am working on another story. One, did you guys see the Broadway squirrel? Did you see that video I posted of it's a squirrel? No. I'm going to talk to this guy. Because I got to get the story. I'm going to talk to the guy that got the video of the squirrel. So the squirrel is hanging on one of those bird feeders. That's like the bird feeder.
It's a squirrel-proof feeder.
Yeah, the squirrel-proof feeder, and somehow the squirrel that's spinning around on the bird feeder, and he put it.
Oh my God!
So he set it to all of these different Broadway tunes, and so like there's all these just different moments, and the squirrel flies off at the perfect moments. I'm telling you, it's like 2.5 minutes of absolutely hysterical, ridiculous fun. Like you're watching it going, I can't believe, one, that somebody saw this and then they caught it on camera. And then he was like, I'm just going to put this, it's like 10 seconds of footage of the squirrel spinning around. But he timed it all out so perfectly to these Broadway.
But it's to every closing. It's like closing numbers of Broadway shows. So it's like whatever the last 10 seconds of whatever Broadway show is. And then as the squirrel falls off, it's like, boom. And done.
It's so great. And so I reached out to him on Twitter and he said he'd come on the show. So I'm working on a story for that for Pet Pals TV. Yes. And that I have, I'm the kitty correspondent. So I'm also trying to figure out how I can do more cat stories while I don't leave the house. With because eventually no one.
Don't you have like a plethora of cats? You should have a great amount of stuff.
I do, Katie. Thank you for asking. The story I'm playing around with is, and this goes with cats and dogs, that everybody who has a pet has named their pet, but then they also have at least one, if not several, additional nicknames that the pet answers to.
Always.
Yeah.
So, Katie, what are some of Murphy's other names?
For example, our boy Murphy, his nickname is Mr. Beans, or Beansberry Beanston, or Professor at Borkley.
Where did that come from?
I don't.
Okay.
And the Murfinator.
The Murfinator works for me. Yeah.
All right. Alana, do you have cat nicknames?
Yes. So I have 2 cats, Scout and Jasper, and we call Scout Bubba, and we call Jasper Bubs because he's smaller. And then they also get Bubby. Sometimes we call Scout Tubby because he got to put big beefy boy.
Kitsy, did you have some nicknames for your dogs? Can you talk about it?
Trixie's Trixie's given name was Bellatrix, and we called her Trixie, but she knew when I called her Bellatrix, she was in trouble. As well as Natasha, who's named after Black Widow, we called her Tasha, but she knew if I whipped out the Natasha, well, she was a special dog, so sometimes she knew she was in trouble.
She was so special.
She was.
Oh my gosh.
The doctors confirmed it. So yeah.
And I want to just say, ironically, some of Alana's cat nicknames are also what I call my son.
Go on.
I really just
I
need to
call
let
my
you know
husband
that.
ahead,
Bubby
Shelley.
all the time. Yeah.
I needed to let you know that. It's very important that you know. Sometimes I call my husband Bubby.
Aw.
Sometimes I call my cat Trash Panda. What was that?
I need a puppy.
Oh my god.
You need a puppy, and then we're going to name the puppy and then give the puppy lots of other names as well.
So I thought about naming her Lorraine after Lorraine Warren, who was the top paranormal investigator woman ever. Chris didn't seem to like it. So I thought about naming her Anna after the first ghost that followed me home. He didn't like that.
Okay.
And I said, well, we're looking at these, they're actually European retrievers or something. They're super fluffy and all white. I'm just going to name it Ghost.
Ghost.
Very Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Very
Yeah.
Game of
Snow's
Thrones.
dog.
Good.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. In addition to Patch's many nicknames, our cats do have I've way too many nicknames. I'll tell you the most ridiculous nickname ever was our cat Leia, who her full name was Princess Leia, Queen of the Boo Bear Clan.
Now, see, I call my daughter Blueberry, so I love that.
But Jonna's over here. I mean, you guys have all been over a lot. Jonna's here the most, so she knows Melody. We call her the floppy boppy because she flops over and she bops around a lot. And so sometimes she's the floppy boppy queen. And Amelia is trash panda. Amelia's not a queen. She's trash panda.
Yeah.
Queen trash panda, if she was.
When she was young, she literally fell into a trash can going after a can of wet food.
Nice.
Like
I
she-
remember the name Beat Boop for some reason.
Yeah, yeah, beep boop, yeah.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so when Melody and Amelia were little, Amelia, we got, she was so little, she couldn't walk when we got her. She was one of those wobbly kittens learning how to walk. So when she found her voice, she would just go, beep, boop.
I remember that.
Do you remember? She would
I
try.
think you posted it on Facebook or something, didn't you? Yes. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
I just posted it not too long ago. It showed up as a memory, and I was like, I have to repost this because it's the cutest thing. Like, it's a kitten learning to talk, and all the other cats are like, it's food time, so they're like, wow, 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 and all their like terrible croaky voices, and she's like, beep, boop. So yes, so Floppy Boppy and Beep Boop are our nicknames. Grayson just gets Bubba. He doesn't get a whole lot of other names, but yeah, Bubba seems to be popular. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'll use this segment in my story. Oh, there's Beep Boop. There she is, little trash panda. Little trash panda.
She's such a cutie.
She's so sweet.
She is. All
But
right.
she'll kill me.
Well, not on purpose, right?
But you'll die happy, so.
Exactly.
That's right. You'll die with cute kitty. So there you go. Kitty.
All right, Kitsy, where can we find all your goodies, all your podcasts and your TV show and all that stuff?
So we're Oddity Files on Amazon Prime. Add us to your watch list. Start with season 3, season 1 and 2. You might want to like us before you watch them. So start with season 3. We're Oddity Files on all the socials. Actually, this weekend, I've got a couple things going on. I've got the Paranormal Day Paracon that's happening on Facebook. If you go to Oddity Files on Facebook, all the links are there. We're also doing a live stream of one of our Amazon Prime episodes on the Oddity Files Facebook page Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern as well.
Awesome. All right. And we are doing another kind of nerdy night in on Friday. Alana, you're invited.
Great. I'll avoid it.
Katie's not invited. Wait, Katie, if Katie ever shows up, make her stay in the waiting room. Don't admit her.
Oh, good call. I like that.
So if you're looking for fun on Friday,
I'll start my own Zoom.
It's kind of like a social hour, social 2 hours, 7 to 9.
Right.
And then if you haven't caught up, Tom Payne was on the show just an episode ago, and that was awesome. And Prodigal Son is a fantastic show, so you should.
Prodigal Son is amazing. Oh my god,
must watch.
Yes,
so good. Also, I want to say, Payne's American accent, he sounds like Zac Efron.
Tom Payne.
Yes, his American accent makes him sound like Zac Efron.
He does. He does. You're right.
I was watching him talk on the show, and I was like, you really sound like Zac Efron right now, and it's really throwing me off.
Wow, okay.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
you dare disrespect Zac Efron also.
Oh, no.
Angry.
Hey, Zach's cool.
And if you wouldn't mind, if you like us, subscribe and give us a nice rating and tell your
Please.
friends, because well, we don't have any marketing money. We're counting on you. It's all on you.
Share all the Twitter, all the tweets, and all the Facebook posts.
All the
Please,
things.
All the things.
Kind of dirty girls forever.
Yeah. All right. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Stay safe. Mwah.